Hello everyone, Mr. Happy here, and welcome back to another part of my Final Fantasy XIV Let's Play series. I have to move my mouse out of the way there. I don't even know when I'm releasing any of these videos since Second Coil, like what order I'm releasing them in or anything at all. Because I'm still trying to avoid that queue from Am to Port Keep. I'm trying to save the challenge log for when I stream later and get it on my Scholar. So I'm going to see if I can queue into the Extreme Primals. I mean, why not, right? At this point, I might as well go for it. So, in order to unlock the first few Extreme Primals, you have to come back here to Urianger. He's pretty much the center of almost everything. Some of the Extreme Primals will come elsewhere, but Urianger is like the center for most of that stuff. So, we have 3 sets of Extreme Primals here, but 5 total Extreme Primals. The first quest is Primal Nature. Now, this is completely optional nowadays. This used to be mandatory to continue on through the Extreme Primal quest chain, but it is no longer mandatory. That's the one I'm going to focus on now. However, I am also going to accept the other 2 quests. The King Lives is Mogglmog Extreme, and Warl of a Time is Leviathan Extreme. Now, in order to get past the, in order to get the rest of the extremes, which would be what, Ramuh and Shiva, you need to beat Leviathan and Mogglmog both. So those are mandatory, but the Ifrit, Garuda, and Titan are not mandatory. So let's see. Let's do Primal Nature. I need to go to the Adder's Nest. And I'm going to queue into them in the same order. Well, I have to queue into them in the same order in which the quest presents them. The quest forces you to do Garuda first, then Titan second, then Ifrit last. That's supposed to be their projected difficulty levels, with Ifrit being the hardest of those 3. After you complete it the first time, it unlocks a weekly quest, which you, again, will probably not do at all, and I will definitely not do. And then you can do them in any order. It's just unlocking them, you have to unlock them in a certain order. Alright, Primal Nature, really? I guess I might as well take the X-Ethers, right? And then also the King Lives is here, so I might as well grab that too. Alright. And now I need to go to... Did it just Wait, no, do you have another quest for me? Yeah, you do have another quest for me. I knew you had another quest for me. Gale Force Warning. Yes, so this is for Garuda Extreme. This little quest chain right here. I think I have to go reattune to it and everything. If I'm not mistaken. Yes, reattune to the thing in Nadalin. Alright, Cortus, here I come. So hopefully the queue for this isn't bad. Now, these are somewhat on par with Turn 5 in terms of difficulty. Some people find them easier, some people find them harder. Specifically Titan, a lot of people find to be a good bit harder because of the removal from the fight mechanic with the landslides and falling off the arena. So, the Duty Finder is about the same percentage chance of winning, I'd say, as Turn 5. It really, really depends on the group. But, of course, you have Echo if you fail multiple times in a row. It's not like Coil, where the Echo is automatic. You have to survive at least 3 minutes in the fight. And every time you wipe after surviving at least 3 minutes in the fight, then you'll be able to get, like, a stacking Echo buff. I think this one goes up to 25% for the Extreme Primals. Hard mode Primals go all the way up to like 50%. It's pretty ridiculous, but you know, it is what it is. So we're gonna go over here and we're gonna hopefully get a queue for Garuda. It's the only thing that I haven't really, like, I transferred this character over to Behemoth, but it seems like the queue times for Behemoth or for the Primal Data Center at this hour are generally worse than they were on the Ether Data Center. Like, I feel like I could have gotten a queue maybe if this character was still on Gilgamesh for Second Coil so far. I'll just have to try and do it later, because I really don't want to have to pull this character back to, you know, I don't want to have to bring this character back to Gilgamesh just for the sake of recording. I didn't expect that to really be an issue, I guess. I figured the Primal Data Center was probably still pretty good in terms of queue times, but it seems like the hours the queue times are good varies a little bit more with Primal. I'll have to try it in the evening or something like that, since trying it early in the morning, it seems pretty clear it's not going to work on this character. Alright, so here we go. Almost there. Looks like I'm not the only person waiting for it. Unless that person's waiting for hard mode, which I doubt. Or they're just AFK here. That's a possibility as well. Nadalin Aetheryte. Attuning. And we're good. We're going to get a little cutscene here that I'm, of course, going to skip. And now we are good to queue into the Howling Eye Extreme. Now, this fight is significantly different than the hard mode equivalent of it. There's tank swaps involved. The ads have entirely new mechanics. The order of the twisters, when the twisters spawn, things that happen when Garuda goes into her certain phases. There's a lot of differences here, but there's still a lot of things that you'll recognize that you'll definitely be like, oh yeah, that still acts pretty similar to the way it did in hard mode. So here we go. I'm going to queue into Trials, the Howling Eye Extreme. You know what? Just for the sake of seeing if I can get into it, I'm going to queue for turn 1 and turn 2 at the same time. Watch, now of all times, I'm going to get into it. I feel like when you queue into multiple things at once, though, I feel like it just makes it even harder to get in. I don't know why. You know what? That's a bad idea, because I've had that experience so often before. Where, alright, it says about a 9-minute queue time. I trust that a little bit more. So the less than 5-minute queue time, it's been saying for turn 6 forever. And then for turn 7, it's said anywhere from like 12 to 16 minutes. And I've waited about 20-25 minutes, not gotten a queue at this hour. And now it's 1:37 in the afternoon. I mean, everyone's still, normal people are still at work. Like, I gotta accept that like, I'm not normal people. Hey, at least we already got a DPS into the queue. So, yeah, Garuda. There's so many things I'm going to have to talk about mid-fight. And with all the extra gear we have, the fight is probably going to go pretty quick. Or at least I hope it goes pretty quick. I mean, what are the odds that there's actually one of these in the Party Finder right now and I could just join that? What are the odds? Yeah, not at this hour. Second Coil of Muhammad. There's turn 9. I mean, that's all it says, though. All it says is turn 9. Or second Coil of Muhammad turn 4. It doesn't say, like, if it's a clear party, if it's a farm party. I'm going to assume it's a clear party, which is not a bad idea. So I would probably be better if I joined. I mean, I don't want to join a farm party on friggin' Healer Happy. That'd be kind of ridiculous. I mean, I'd be able to show you the fight pretty reliably, assuming that it was an actual farm party and not, like, one of those, like, hey, it's a fake farm party just so I can get a clear kind of deals. But anyway, I am going to take a break while this queue pops. If the queue doesn't pop again, I'm probably going to queue into something else and use this as an intro to the video later. I got to think of a time. When would I be able to do, like, Mondays, Tuesdays, and Wednesdays are all pretty good for me to record videos like this in the evening. This Saturday's not going to work because I have a special stream. By the time you guys see this Saturday will have already passed. I think it's Saturday, May 9th. Yeah, Saturday, May 9th will have already passed for you guys. So I have something big I'm doing that day for a live stream. So that's definitely out the window. Unless I do it really late at night. I mean, that might work. And then you have Sunday's Mother's Day. Oh, S-rank spawn, too. You know what? Why don't we just kill some time, go do this S-rank, and then we'll do this. I mean, it can hurt. It's an innocent little S-rank. I mean, it's like, yeah. I'm going to do the S-rank. I mean, here's the thing. I'm going to have to drop this queue to join the S-rank. Because, yeah. And it's funny because Rose is definitely going to see me here or something. And then, oh, there's 2 healers now, too. Maybe if I leave the queue and then complete it and then rejoin the queue, maybe by then there'll be enough people in it and it'll be all right. So I'm just going to... We're including this in the Garuda Extreme video. I mean, people want the videos to get a little bit longer. This is one way to make them a little bit longer. Is to just do a hunt while I'm supposed to be doing something else. Quite a few people here so far. How many have I put any S ranks in videos before? Yeah, I think I'm pretty sure I have. Oh, I saw a provoke. Wow, that provoke didn't do anything. You saw that provoke there, and then it just, like, it has no effect on hunt mobs. So I'm just gonna throw 2 dots up and then spam AoEs. That's how you do. That's how you get full credit here. You just do that, and then you just spam AoEs. Some people spam Cure 3. I spam Medica just because it reaches a bigger area. People tend to be a little bit spread out when it comes to hunt mobs. So I just do this because, well, you know, why not? Oh, we are absolutely going to get full credit. We are absolutely going to get full credit here. So many lights. So many pretty lights. So many lights. Okay, done being creepy. All right, Medica 2, here we come. Yeah, it's all about generating enmity on these things. You may have to make sure you hit it at least once. But after you hit it once, it's all about generating enmity and just spamming Medicas or Cure 2s or Cure 3s or whatever the heck you want to do. I mean, the funny thing is then you eventually hit a part where you're like, hey, I could actually use the heal right. Oh, I have no MP. Whoops. Whoopsie. And then I have no MP anyway because I just spent the whole time... Yeah, see how as soon as that happened, I like ended up needing a regen for myself? What are the odds? What are the odds? I didn't even Stone Skin 2 before we started. It probably would have been fine if I had just done that. Alright, get this back. It's almost dead anyway. It's at 20%. Hopefully I can just rejoin that queue and be alright. That's what the hope is. The hope is that I just rejoin that queue and it's like I never left. It's like it just makes my queue a little faster. We should definitely get full credit for this though. Yeah, we got full credit. Big time full credit. Oh yeah. I get a blood marked log, but I'm just gonna say thank you. Oops. Thank you. And we out. Party members, leave, and duty finder. Why do I have a feeling there's another one up? Because I just like no, it's just going back to Revenant's Toll. Okay, so let's re-queue into the Howling Eye Extreme and see what. I mean, at least that added a little bit more time. It still says 9 minutes, so I'm curious if it's just gonna throw me back into that old queue. I don't trust when I leave a queue and re-enter when it says the exact same amount of time. I don't know why. I don't trust a lot of things about the duty finder, in case you couldn't tell. Like, a lot of things about the duty finder. Because the duty finder just lies to me outright in the mornings. In the evenings, it's like, oh, yeah. It'll be in this time, and it's usually right. But in the mornings, it's like, it's about an average. I mean, some people, it's going to be faster. I have a feeling if I was a tank, it'd be a little bit faster. But, I mean, it's already kind of weird that Healer Happy is going to have, like... Oh, yeah, it threw me right back in. The double healer and 1 DPS. I guess the question is if I'll be able to get the remainder of the queue in the 9 minutes. Because, see, that's the thing. It threw me right back into the same group of people. Which, to me, instantly should say, hey, you know, your average queue time is probably going to be a little bit lower because we threw you right back into the same group that was already looking. And yet it tells me the same amount of time, and that's what concerns me. It makes me think that 9 minutes is just a load of crap. So if that doesn't end up working out, you guys will know because this video... See, look at... Okay, so here's what I want you to do. Look at the local time in the top right. When that says like 9:30 p.m., you'll know. You'll know that this didn't end up working out for me and that I had to record it at a separate time. But anyway, I am going to take a little break, rest my voice. I have a bit of a sore throat. So I will see you guys when the queue actually pops, whenever that may be, even if it's next week. Be right back. Oh, wow. So the queue actually popped. It took about 11 minutes, but... Let's see if the duty finder feels like pressing yes. Hey, we did it. World first. We actually made it into Garuda Extreme. Now the question is, will we win? That's a big question when it comes to the duty finder. Oh, at least we get to listen to this awesome music. I love this. This is one of my favorite tracks in the whole game. Oh. Sorry, guys. Just heard my phone vibrate. And if I win a pony on this character on the first attempt, I'm going to lose my ish. And there we go. Well, that's all I'm going to ask. So there's 2 different strategies for this one. The triangle strat or the super strat. All right. So we're doing the super strat. So welcome to Garuda Extreme. So at the start of this fight, I don't know what A and B are being marked for a later phase. Okay. So at the start of the fight, the tank's gonna pull the boss, gonna stand right there. Very, very quickly into the fight, we're gonna have to start dealing with the twisters on the outside. Slipstream is still the same as it was in the other version of the fight. So as soon as she does this, she's actually gonna jump up into the air and do her charge attack. But additionally, she drops a few of those, and if you get hit by those, you take damage over time, so you don't want to get hit by them. So just hide behind right where she pulls. Now she's also going to summon Razor Plumes and the Satin Plume. Most groups will actually have a White Mage holy them down because they're kind of spread apart. So that's exactly what I'm going to do. Trying to protect the pillars, just like in the other version of the fight. Just like in the other version, you also want to kill the Satin Plume. You don't want to ignore this one. If you ignore it for too long, it'll put everyone to sleep. And trust me, you don't want that. Trust me. So at 75%, she's gonna summon both Tirada and Suparna. We're gonna have one tank take Suparna and Garuda, while the other tank takes Tirada to the other side of the arena. Now, you need to make sure Tirada and Suparna are separated because soon after they spawn, this is going to happen. And the closer they are with that tether, the more, the less damage they're going to take. So see, there's that dot. I'm going to start spamming Stone Skin on him because of a mechanic that's coming out right here. So about this time, so Garuda and Suparna at the same time are going to do what's called the double wicked wheel, which is what you just saw right there. And that does a lot of damage. You're going to want to make sure that your melee are not next to the group. Like, ours survived it, but generally you don't want anyone other than the main tank taking both of them for that. So then you kill Suparna after you kill Charada. Now for Charada, she actually has Downburst. And Downburst does a shit ton of damage, excuse my language. But the damage from Downburst on Charada can be split. So the more people you have stacked in front of her, the less damage that, the less damage everyone will take. That's what the triangle strat has. The triangle strat actually has everybody, this looks like a really good group, actually. The triangle strat actually has everybody, it has all the DPS and healers tank Charada, one tank take Suparna, and one tank take Garuda. So after you kill Charada and Suparna, you DPS Garuda a little bit more, and then you go into phase 2 after Aerial Blast. So for this phase, don't kill the Spiny Plume. See how the Spiny Plume has a don't touch marker next to it? That means don't touch it. What the Spiny Plume will do is it'll start putting debuffs on whichever target has it. You're going to see one of those debuffs in a second here. There it is. And when it reaches 3 stacks, I think it does something called Super Cyclone. And Super Cyclone will do like 5k raid-wide damage. So when one tank gets to 2 stacks of the Super Cyclone debuff, which should be any second now, the other tank will provoke it and get the 3rd stack. There's a lot of different ways to do this, but that's the most common one. So as long as the main tank doesn't get a 3rd stack, we're fine. Looks like we might get a 3rd stack, though, because I'm not seeing... Now we have to kill the Spiny Plume. As soon as Garuda jumps up into the air, you kill the Spiny Plume, and then everybody hides inside of it for this mechanic. It reduces the damage of this mechanic a lot. Then she jumps back up into the air. She does that one more time. And now she'll come back down, and she'll summon Charada, Suparna, and Spiny. So again, you're going to want to have Charada here. And you're going to want Suparna and Garuda there. Now again, triangle strategy still works here. So don't worry. They're going to kill Charada first. Main tank has Suparna. Charada should be dead in a few seconds here. I'm going to start Stone Skin spamming him a little bit because we're going to get the double Wicked Wheel. Now this is the big thing that happens in this part. Is this right here. The double Wicked Wheel is going to come out. Actually, the double Wicked Wheel already happened. Oh, there it was. And now they're going to kill Suparna. And as long as they do the tank swaps correctly, we should be fine. I'm definitely solo healing this, looking at what the white mage is doing. I think they're just letting me solo heal it so they can DPS. And that's actually working out okay. I actually don't mind. I think they see that I'm doing that, and that's why. I'm actually going to pop an X-Ether here. And then it's the same thing. Now we have to kill the Spiny Plume. Wow, I can't believe this is going so well in the dude. I mean, I understand we're like way over here, but still. So then, same thing. Garuda's going to jump into the air. We're going to kill the Spiny Plume. And then we're going to hide in there for Aerial Blast. You got to watch out for that AoE right there. Don't get hit by the Spiny Plume AoE. And that's going to be a win. Wow, that person's going to die. That person's a first-timer, though. I think that they weren't inside quick enough. Yeah, that's fine. And then we're going to limit break and end the fight. Wow, that went really, really smooth in the Duty Finder. Now it's a question of if the pony will drop. So, Extreme Primals all drop mounts, and they're horses. So, we call them ponies, but Garuda drops a wind-based pony. And, wow, that went really smooth. That went really, really smooth. Let's see what we get. Oh, did we get it? Oh my god, it dropped. Oh my god, no way! I might win it! Oh my god, I might win the Garuda pony. I have it on my main character already. Oh my god. I might win the pony. Oh my god, I won the pony. Oh my god, I won the pony! I won the oh my... I can't believe I just won it! Alright, well... Alright, that guy gets it. I can't believe I just won the pony on my recording. I'm telling Roz. So, I just recorded Duty Finder Garuda Extreme, and we one-shot it, and I got the pony. GG. Oh my god, I can't believe I got it on video. I'm telling Rose that happened. I can't believe that just happened. I am in complete shock. That's gonna look good on YouTube. I'm dying. I'm dying over here. I'm dying over here. I can't believe that just happened. Okay, so we one-shot it in the Duty Finder. We one-shot it in the Duty Finder. With me, I guess solo healing it. I wasn't really seeing if the other white mage was doing much healing. I saw them in cleric stance DPSing a lot. So, I can't believe it. I don't even know what to say. Like, what are the odds of that happening while I'm recording? Of not only, now they just upped the drop rate for the mounts in the Extreme Primals very recently. I might as well show you guys what it looks like for those of you who don't know. Here it is. No, that's, oh no, I haven't used it yet. Let me, I gotta use it in my inventory first. Here we go, Xanthos Whistle. And it's funny because I have this on my main character too. So it's like I technically have two. There it is. Xanthos. There it is. Let's use the mouse. There it goes. See how it's got the wind at the bottom. Runs around. It's got like a slight wind trail. Alright, yeah. So, yeah, Xanthos. I can't believe it. I'm just dying of laughter. It's so... Oh my goodness. Like, Duty Finder, one-shot, win pony. Like, what? Like, all of those things in the same sentence. I'm gonna say, like, all of those things in the same sentence. Should never exist. Oh my goodness. Well, this ended up being a pretty good recording. I had to wait 10 minutes for the queue, but I'm gonna call worth. I half contemplated leaving the queue also, and then I was doing something right before I exited the queue, or right before I was going to, and it popped. You know what I think, though? I think... No, here's the thing. I was gonna say I think 6 of them were... I was gonna say I think 6 of them were playing together, but I actually don't think that was the case. Because I was originally gonna say that because of how organized it was. Like, we didn't even discuss anything. Everybody just knew their roles, except for the one person who was also they were a legit first timer. Like, I was worth a first time bonus because of this character, but I wasn't actually a first timer, you know, so it doesn't really count. You know, then that's fine. They did good for not having never done it before, or had that being the first time they win. I can't believe. And I got the ring, but the ring sucks. The ring is determination spell speed, which is actually good for white mages. It's just that I have the item level 110 ring, so it's like I'm not gonna replace this with the one for different off stats, you know. But yeah, that was Garuda Extreme, unlocking it and beating it in the Duty Finder and getting the pony. I love it. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I will see you in the next video. We're gonna have to talk to Urian J again, and then we're going to unlock Titan. I'll see you guys in that video. Until then, take care.